Today I'm going to explain Ce5 clearomizer. Okay, so how this works is we're getting a little bit closer here, and how this works is here is your drip tip, which unscrews. Now I'll explain how you clean these. There's an O-ring off here you don't want to lose, so you want to rinse that upside down underneath the tap. Okay, set it on a piece of paper towel. You take this bottom part, always grab the metal, don't grab the polycarbonate tube, because these sometimes have a tendency to separate from these steel rings here, right? So you want to grab the metal part and you want to unthread the bottom here and unscrew that, and then that comes out. There's another O-ring on there that you do not want to lose. Okay, you rinse this underwater, blow it out, always blow the water out of your stuff. Then this top piece is a changeable head, which unscrews. Unscrew that. Oh, we're losing our O-ring here. Let's see if we can get that back on there. There we go. So this unscrews. There's a little O-ring on there you don't want to lose. So here's you rinse this part underwater, your column, and blow all the water out of that. And wipe the inside of the connection. Okay. Then there's a little silicone cap on top of here which covers your silica. You're going to wiggle that off. Just wiggle the silicone cap off. You're going to rinse. Inside there is your coil and your wick. You're going to rinse that underneath the water and then blow into it. Rinse under the water. Blow into it. Dab your wicks out with a piece of paper towel. Then you're going to take this part and screw it back onto the column. Okay? It screws back onto the column. And you're going to screw that set up. Whoops. You're going to screw that onto your Ego battery, or your VAMO, or whatever your device you're using to power it. Then we're going to check our voltage here. Make sure that's around 3.8 volts. And what we're going to do is we're going to pulse fire. We're going to dry fire our wicks. And when I say dry fire the wicks, what I mean by that is we're going to push the button for 5 seconds, let it off for 5 seconds. Push it on for 5 seconds, let it off for 5 seconds. What you'll see is a bunch, while you're burning it, you'll see a bunch of, if you've been vaping it for a week or so, you'll start seeing that some smoke or some stuff burning off. It'll burning the sweeteners off and different flavorings that are in the juices. And once all that smoke and stuff stops burning off, you'll see, if you look down inside, you'll see that your coils are burning nice and evenly. They're totally clean. And once they're totally clean, then what you're going to do is you're going to take this off of the device, put your silicone cap back on there, and just thread this into here, like this. Okay? Now, I am going to show you how to fill up the Ce5 clearomizer. Let's find some juice here that we could use. Let's try some. Let's try something. Let's try some nectar. How's that? Some 6 milligram nectar. Actually, I've got some over here in my other juice box we can use. I've got some more juice over here. More juice. Nectar. There we go. Yeah. So these clearomizers hold about 1.6 mils of juice. Now how you're going to do this is, so your drip tip comes out of your clearomizer. You take your e-liquid and you tip this down to the side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it up, but I'm only going to fill up halfway up that silicone piece, okay? Just so the wicks get wet. So we just start dripping some juice down the side. Here we go. Down the side. Oops. Hold up. Now here's a nice part, is if you do get any juice down your center tube, all you have to do with a top coil clearomizer like this is you screw in your drip tip, and what you're going to do is you're just going to blow through it and blow out the air passage. You can't do this with a bottom coil clearomizer because it'll create a vacuum effect and you will blow all your e-juice out. But with the top coil clearomizers, such as the Ce5 or the Titan screw tank, you can blow your air passage clean. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to So let's check the resistance of this clearomizer. First of all, I think it's 2.5 ohms, but I'm going to give her a double check on the VAMO. And it is 4 ohms. What? 2.5 ohms. I'm sorry. There we go. So we're gonna vape that at we're gonna try that at 7 watts and see how it goes on the VAMO. Lovely. Good flavor. Tastes awesome. 7 watts. Let's just try it on your regular. This is actually a 1300 milliamp hour variable voltage battery. We're going to give her a go on that. What did I say? 2.5 ohms. So we're going to say I'm going to go 3.9 volts. Anywhere from 3.8 to 4 volts is really kind of good on a 2.5 ohm clearomizer. It looks pretty good on there. That doesn't look like a bad little device. Let's give her a go. Nice. Anyways, that is how you dry fire and clean your Ce5 clearomizer and how you fill it. Happy vaping.